Believe it or not, it is finally here. Get it done. Hey everyone, my name is Kyle. Welcome back to my channel. Hoping you have a lovely day. So today's video, I'm sharing with you another Abraham Hicks message, and I'm giving you my personal opinions on how I interpret this message. And I absolutely love this message. Every message that I'm sharing with you on every video is really important to me. And they always have really cool reminders, even if you are really into law of attraction like myself. And it's even looking back at these little clips of Abraham Hicks and the messages is a really nice, lovely reminder about things, because sometimes we're so caught up in life that we kind of forget about some of the fundamentals of things. So this kind of reminds you of things and kind of resets you back and gives you some lovely encouragement, because sometimes when we're trying to achieve our goals and trying to manifest whatever we want, it can be sometimes maybe discouraging. We may have discouraging thoughts. So this message is going to remind you of your superpowers, and here is the message.
Something else that's important for you to understand: you've created this vortex, so your reality is already done. You don't have to set more goals. You've done it. You don't have to define with more clarity what you want. You've done it. But your conversation that sounds like goal setting, your conversation that sounds like being more specific, I would like this, and the reason that I like that is because of this, and this I adore about this, and this I adore about this. When you begin speaking in those kinds of specifics, it's not for the purpose of the step one of the asking, and it's not for the purpose of the step two, which has already been done. It's for the purpose of you in this moment doing your best to become in sync with your inner being. So the processes that we offer you, those are not creative processes. Those are allowing processes. The creation is already done. That's really what we would like to get across to you. Your vortex is a done deal. The things you want are done. It's hard for you to accept that, but it's time for you to accept that. The things you want are done. They're done. The money you want, it's done. The relationships you want, it's done. It's already arranged. It's already orchestrated. It's already real. So the conversation that you have is your tuning conversation. It's the way you tune yourself in to receiving the path to what you want to call more doneness. You want to call more satisfying doneness. And we are not arguing with you one bit. We know that the manifestation is more satisfying than the visualization. We get that. But unless you're happy, passionate, joyful, satisfied with the visualizing before it becomes a reality, the reality is going to be slow to come, because of all the reasons we've just given you. You'll kill it with your doubt. Esther's been playing. A friend of hers, comedian friend, said to Esther one day about something that they were talking about someone, "Suck it up, buttercup." And Esther thought, yeah, that's a good bumper sticker. But she was applying it to herself. In other words, sometimes when what you want is over there in that vortex and hard to see and hard to feel, it just feels missing. You just got to suck it up, buttercup. You just got to accept that it is in a different form than maybe you want it to be, but it is in a form that if you will focus on, it will become in the form that you want it to be. And then when you get there and you get a whole lot of those things going on, you'll begin to understand that the joy really is in the journey, that it really is in that sweet spot of it turning to the things. That's really what you came for. You didn't come for the manifested. You came for the manifesting. You didn't come for the completion. You came for the completing. You didn't come for the doneness. You came for the beingness. You came for the experience of the energy flowing. You came for the life force flowing through you. You came for the feeling of being off of it and then on it and tuning it and understanding it and watching it evolve. You came to direct the energy that creates worlds in the direction of things that matter to you, with a cooperative universe, with the energy that creates worlds backing you up, supporting you and giving you everything that you want all day, every day. You just got to tune to it. So first you got to understand it, you got to accept it, you got to know that it's real. Then you got to accept it for yourself, you got to trust yourself, you got to feel worthy about your ability to project it, which means you got to practice it, you got to watch the universe's responses to the things you do. The universe is reflecting back to you what you are projecting out. What you project sets that set point that you're talking about. But your talking is not to make it happen, it's happened. Your talking is to tune with what you've already made happen. So make sure that your dialogue, that you're talking, is about what's in the vortex, not what's missing from it. Isn't that a strong statement for you to take away from this? Let your conversation be a tuning conversation, not an anti-tuning conversation. Let it be a tuning to the vortex, not a tuning to its absence. How often do you say, I can't afford that? Stop it. Stop it. Cash in your vibrational chips. How often do you say, I can't, or I shouldn't? Watch your words. Watch the thoughts that are behind your words and tune yourself to what's going on in your vortex, and then watch how quickly it morphs, how it moves. How do I get the money out of the vortex and into the bank? Into the bank. And what we've just talked about, that's how. You talk about your prosperity. You look for it wherever it is. You pronounce it yours. You talk about it as you want it to one day manifest, and as it already is vibrational.
So what did you guys think of this message? Wasn't it so awesome, so incredible? It is a very important message. Sometimes I feel like Abraham Hicks messages can be so simplistic that it goes over everyone's heads. I remember like when I was starting my law of attraction journey, and she explained it so easy, but I'm like, wait, what? Hold on a second. This is like, I just didn't understand because I was always trying to make things overcomplicated. But the message is quite simple, and how I view this message, how I understand this message, is that once you ask for things, and then that step number one is when you ask, and number two is the universe, and number three is you trying to receive it. Once you've already asked it, it's already in the vortex, it's already there, it's already done for you. But I think what's the problem is with a lot of people is that, and I especially even remember myself when I was in my earlier manifestation stage, is that once we've asked for something and we're, doing and putting a little action to it, we might get discouraged. We have a lot of self-doubt in our way. We might have a lot of, negative thoughts about, or negative beliefs about the thing we're trying to manifest, and say, oh, it's not possible. I don't think I can do it. It's too hard. Maybe like comparing yourself to someone else in the same industry that you're in. If say you want to, start a YouTube channel and you're trying to like compare yourself to someone that's already established, and you're like, oh, how are they getting views and I'm not getting views? Or even if you're in school and like, how does like, why is someone people better than me at certain things, or even at the workforce? There's all these like competing thoughts and discouraging thoughts. And so it's important to take a step back, acknowledge your superpowers, which are you already good enough. So when you already ask for things, the desire is already there. It's already created in your universe, in your reality. You have to be in alignment with that desire. So to be in alignment with that desire is you have to be have an abundance mindset. You have to have like very positive, very mindset. You have to have, be very appreciative of yourself. And when you're appreciative of yourself, it also is part of that is taking full responsibility of everything happening to you in your life. That's very, very important. A lot of people don't want to take responsibility for what's happening in their life. A lot of people, they're going to just observe and react to certain things. And instead of having intentionally thinking about their day and how they want the day to be, and when they have intention behind a lot of things they're doing, they'll get the things that they want in their life, and they're actually a lot more happier as well. You are, like not trying to give up, like I think a lot of times it's, people want to give up on their goals and dreams and too fast. And it's like, if the dream or the desire came to you very fast, you wouldn't really appreciate it. And that's just my personal opinion. I think that things that we work hard for, or we're putting a lot of creative energy into it, we actually become a lot more happier when we see the final product. So it's very important to, once we've asked for it, we have to just get shit done. We have to, you know, get it done. We have to put the energy required to get that desire. But to get the desire faster is that we have to always be in that positive mindset, appreciative mindset, very, very grateful for everything that we have. Because when we are grateful for everything we have, it makes us feel really warm and fuzzy inside and feel very positive, and you feel very happy. When you're happy, you're in alignment with your desire. If you are in between, negative, positive, it's going to be a lot slower to get your desire, and then it might not even happen for you because the negative thoughts will outcompete your positive thoughts, and you end up giving up. So, when you are at maybe some discouraging crossroads, remind yourself of how wonderful you are and how awesome your life is, and to keep going and to also visualize that goal. And so, like I said in my previous videos, um, use these visualization and manifestation exercises I've outlaid on the channel. But before we do that, you have to be in the proper mindset. So you have to be in an abundant mindset, because then you are thinking properly. You're not in the negative mindset. Because if you are doing these exercises and they are coming from a negative place, it's going to be really hard for you to, you know, uh, fully do these exercises properly, because you're gonna be very pessimistic, you're gonna be very negative, you're gonna think, oh, this is never gonna happen for me. Whereas if you're in an abundant mindset, you're so excited, you're like, oh gee, I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna visualize my partner, I'm gonna, feel my desire and how it's gonna feel like when I get this. And so when you do that, it's gonna be so amazing for you. You just gotta also trust the process. You gotta trust yourself. I think a lot of times too, when self doubt happens, is that you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting that this is the right path for you. You are always kind of maybe in limbo of whether or not this is good for you. Whether, instead of being confident about, this is what I want to do, this is the path forward, I'm going to put in the energy and work required to get the stuff done. Because remember, the universe is always reflecting back to you how you're feeling inside. So if you are feeling very negative about your life, the universe is only gonna reflect back more things to be negative and complain about. But if you are feeling happy, very joyous, very appreciative, the universe is gonna reflect that back to you, and you're just gonna be so freaking happy. You're gonna almost bounce off the wall. So the really important statement that Abraham said in this video is that watch the thoughts that are behind your words and tune yourself to what's going on in your vortex, and then watch how quickly it morphs, how it moves. So if you really think about your thoughts that you're having and seeing how those thoughts morph into reality, that will change the game for you. Because if you are aware of your negative thoughts, you can just cut the negative thoughts very fast, because you don't want that morphing into your reality. So, because it's going to be hard to always avoid negative, but I think if you have the negative, if you can recognize the negative, then you can counteract it with the positive. So, with that, also that statement, if you are very intentional with your thoughts and are very positive, uplifting your spirits, and very grateful and appreciative of yourself, you're tuning yourself into the direction of your desires. And when you are doing that, you can quickly see how your positive thoughts will morph into your desires. Thank you so much for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it. Let me know what you think about this Abraham Hicks message. I really look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions about law of attraction, definitely leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'll definitely give you my personal opinion about whatever you're going through. I also want to hear what kind of goals that you're after. What are your dreams you're trying to get after? What are you up to? I want to hear all about it and give you some little bit of encouragement along the way. Also, if you'd like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, follow me on my social medias. They're linked in the description box down below. I also have my website called manifestingmasterymindset.com, where I have free resources available to help you along the way of your manifestation journey. I also have a lot of paid resources as well. There are digital downloads, like digital journals, that have really good prompts that will help you guide you along your manifestation journey to get to where you want to go. And they're really, really awesome. It works with GoodNotes, Microsoft Word, or you can even edit the PDF file as well. And when you purchase it, it goes right to your email address, and you can start um, planning your manifestation journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.